While I was trying to sell my supermarket, because everybody told me file bankruptcy, you're losing your ass every month, and you've borrowed money. I had borrowed money from family, friends, my credit cards, 180 grand on my credit cards, paying 22% interest rate. Yeah, I was paying 4,000 a month interest, give or take, per month. And I didn't have money. I was just borrowing to just keep it, stay alive.
Going,
yeah. Everybody says, file bankruptcy, you rebuild your credit within 3 to 5 years. I'm like, no, this country is built on credit.
Yeah.
I learned early on, that, if you learn the system, use the system, and it's all credit-based, And it's all about, using your credit to leverage, business opportunities. So if I file bankruptcy, I'm dead for 7 years, and and on top of that, it's a failure, I can't accept failure, It's okay to, close a business and go on a better opportunity. To me, that's not a failure. But to give up.
To give up. For like 7 years, basically.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's basically like death, So I was looking at the newspaper, looking for opportunities. And I came across this ad. It was Worldwide Industries was the name of it, WWI. And it said, earn $1,000 a week. I'm like, wow, that's, a lot more than I'm making. And I called them up. They said, yeah, it's a multi-level marketing. We sell knife sets, nuts, this, that. So I went for an interview. They hired me. And I worked there for 3 years selling nuts.
How old were you at that time?
I was 17 and a half.
So 17 to age 20?
Yeah, I worked for Kmart for 1.5 years. And then I went to WWI selling nuts. After 3 months, I was their top salesman.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your strategy?
The strategy? Nothing. I was friendly with everybody,
So you would knock on doors, or what was?
Yeah, it was businesses. So we would take a basket of nuts and go to like auto dealerships, and you got all these secretaries sitting around, salespeople. They got nothing to do. They're waiting for customers to come in so they can pound on it. So they love jelly beans, toffees, jujubes, pistachios, cashews, almonds.
To kill time, kind of.
Yeah, everybody likes that. So I would walk in there and say, hey, I got these fresh, nuts, and chit chat with them. Hey, have you tried these? I'll make you a deal. If you buy 3, I'll give it to you for $10. They're usually $5 each. So I give you $5 off. And then I would, people would gather, as soon as I walk in, they'll check, hey, what do you have? Yeah, I'll take 3 of this. Or next time I sell $150, in 10 minutes. Walk out until the general manager would show up. Yeah, it was rough though. One time I was at, I think it was Pomona Auto Center. It was at a Toyota dealership, if I'm not mistaken. The GM was a real asshole. He knew every week I come, and then he caught me right when I walked in front of everybody, and he chewed my butt. Yeah. Get out of there, you camera rider, you.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, back then, discrimination was obviously much more than now. But so after 3 months, I was top salesman. I was making like, 2,000 or 3,000 a month. And I went to Costco with my dad to do some grocery shopping. And then while I was passing by, I saw the nut aisle. I'm like, hey, I did quick math. I'm like, they're selling 5 pounds of pistachio for $5, and WWI is selling it to me for $10. So I'm like, that's double the cost. So I said, why don't I buy it myself? I already have all my roots and customers.
And make a bigger profit. Yeah.
So I looked into Yellow Pages looking for polyester bags and a sealer. So I found it. I bought it. I think I spent $180 on the sealant and some polyester bags. And then I used my dad's PC to print the labels. And I started my own business. I was 18. You see self-improvements, not even just with cars, with your own body. When you go work out, do you feel better when you come out of the gym all pumped up? Or do you feel better when you haven't worked out for a month?
Yeah.
Of course, when you go to the gym, you're building your, something happens when you see changes in your body with your assets, when you see even gaining a good friend. I have my down days, I'm sure you do too. We're all human,
Yep.
You could have all the money in the world. You're still going to have a bad day,
Absolutely.
You don't know what's going to cause it, but, you do. And, for me, working out is great. I have a personal trainer 3 times a week. And then when I don't have my personal trainer, I just get out of bed and drop on the floor and do 20 push-ups, 30 push-ups. I do it until I can't do it anymore. And then I hit the shower and I feel great.